let me show you something. Is there anybody that has a 200 naira note here? Come. Do you know what many of us think about God? Do you know how many of us see God? Give me the 200 naira. I want you to imagine that every sin you passionately love in this world, every pleasure of iniquity that you enjoy in this world is worth 200 naira. What a lot of us think is that God asks us to lay down this 200 naira worth of all our passions. Lay it down. Put it down there. Just for the sake of it, God asks us to lay it down just for the sake of laying it down and then turns us away. This is what we think. Come back. What we don't realize, pick it back up, is that when God asks us to lay down our 200 naira, it is because, lay it down, He wants to give us His 1,000 naira. And I need you to hear what I'm saying because this is very important. Because for a long time, we've been taught the idea of self-denial and forsaking things and laying things down, forsaking our sins, turning away from our iniquities as if those things are the ends in themselves. As if God asks you to stop lying and stop watching pornography and stop cheating and stop fornicating, as if those things are the ends in themselves. But God asks us to lay down all the pleasures and passions of sin that we love, represented in this 200 naira, so that He can give us His 1,000 naira. And make no mistake, this 1,000 naira does not, it represents so much more than any ephemeral, fugacious thing that God, fugacious blessing that God can give us on this side of eternity. It represents so much more than that. It means more than money or any other earthly possession that God can give us on this side of eternity. This 1,000 naira represents something in particular. It means something in particular, and it is God Himself. Do you understand what I'm saying? Every pleasure of sin that we forsake has a reward that is an infinity times much better than it. Every pleasure of sin that we lay down has a reward that is an infinity times more delightful, more glorious, more beautiful, more delicious. Every pleasure of sin, every passion of iniquity that we lay down has a reward that is so much more than everything that we gave up, that makes everything that we gave up in order to lay hold of it laughable. That reward is God Himself. Somehow, Joseph understood this. And when Potiphar's wife taunted him with iniquity, Joseph's prime concern was not that he was going to be found out. Joseph's prime concern was not that he was going to lose favor. He was going to lose all the favor that he had garnered and accumulated in Potiphar's house. Joseph's prime concern was, how then can I do this great evil and sin against God? It is God that I cannot lose. It is God that I cannot lose. It is God that I cannot lose. Let everything else go. Let Potiphar's favors go. Let the positions of influence and authority, let all the delights that I enjoy in Potiphar's house go. It is God that I cannot lose. It is God that I cannot lose.